Joining us is the captain of the Indian women's cricket team, Harmanpreet Kaur, and also the global CEO of PUMA. Thank you so much for being here on the Times Network and speaking to us.
Pleasure.
Thank you.
Harmanpreet, I want to start by asking you, women in sport in India is seeing a paradigm shift, not just in cricket, but other sports as well. What has been your observations about women in sport in India?
Well, last couple of years has been, very, actually the game changer for us, especially the pay parity and then WPL, a lot of things happened for us. And I think, in other sports also now you can see, a lot of matches are happening, a lot of games are on television. So I think those changes, bring a lot of changes in the women in sport.
And so if I can ask you, what was the idea behind inviting Harmanpreet Kaur? What were the reasons for inviting her?
Oh, there are multiple reasons. I mean, first of all, I think our company was founded at 75 years ago of trying, let's say, to support the athletes and trying to amplify their performance. And so having the athletes at the heart of the company is, let's say, something which is there since 75 years. And having Harman over here, I think we have two iconic moments. We just launched our Let There Be Sports campaign, where she had a pivotal role to play. And also bringing her closer to our PUMA family is very important for us, that we can introduce her to our employees and that she also feels like an integral part of the PUMA family. Because our ambition is not only to provide the best product, but also to be the best partner. And that is, let's say, best when she comes over to the headquarters and has direct exposure to all of our teams.
Harmanpreet, how important is financial security for women athletes? Of course, there's no comparison between women and men. Financial security should be there for all athletes without any gender. But when we talk about women in sport in India, the situation is, of course, a little different in terms of their development. So how do you think financial security and investments from big brands are going to change that narrative, and we are going to see more and more women in sport?
Yeah, I think it plays a very big role. PUMA has been, a great sport for me. From day one, they have been doing, so many big campaigns, and where, they are making people aware. As you mentioned, males are being very dominating in any sport, but now, our motive is, take women sport to the next level. And, they have been promoting me in all the platforms. And I think, PUMA has been a very big sport, and I'm very grateful that they have been my sport. And you always need that security, and today when I have got that, I feel very relaxed. I don't need to think about too many things. I just need to go there and perform, and that is the main thing which I want to do.
And another thing is the Let There Be Sport campaign that we're talking about. Has it given you an opportunity to meet sports persons apart from cricket? Have there been any interesting conversations with other sports persons that you can share with us?
Well, I didn't get chance to meet other athletes, but I saw so many good things here, especially the first cricket shoes which made by PUMA. I saw that got that goosebumps watching that shoe, and then saw 80s spikes, and then 90s spikes which I didn't get chance to try, but holding them it was a great achievement for me to watch them, see them, how they made it and how things are changing. And the new spikes which is going to launch the next year, I saw that in so much I'm waiting for that shoe to wear. And apart from that I got to see other sports where how they make shoes, how they make spike the clothes. So I got a lot of opportunity where I can see how PUMA is working towards athletes. And I think that was the biggest learning for me. And knowing my brand closely is a great achievement.
And so, are you learning any cricketing tricks from Harman, or passing on any footballing tricks to her? How is that going?
We are scheduled for a game later on. I'm actually happy because I have Harman on my team, so I think we're going pretty well.
But Harman, last couple of questions. I just want to know, in terms of, we're talking about women in sport, of course. What do you envision for them when I say talk about 4 years down the line in terms of the future for these women athletes, not just in cricket, but overall as well?
I think future is bright. Nowadays we have seen so many changes, and in the upcoming years also we will see a lot of changes. And the awareness back home and the globally, it's growing day by day. And I'm sure these campaigns like today PUMA is doing, these will bring a lot of changes in globally. And I think the changes which we wanted to see long years back, but now those changes are happening, and I'm really happy for all the women athletes.
Now, before I ask a couple of World Cup questions to Harmanpreet, I want to come back to the CEO and ask you what you make of the Indian market in terms of investing in sports persons and in sport in general, especially cricket.
Yeah, I mean, I think at the end, when it comes down to sport, I think India is still a sleeping giant, which will awake. So we see, let's say, an increased sport participation, but still, let's say, the overall level has a lot of area to improve. So we are very confident that this mega trend of a more healthier and sportive lifestyle will further emerge. And it's our role as a global sports company to inspire the people, especially, let's say, with amazing stories like athletes like Herman, which will inspire the new generation also to join sport, and then also to support not only the professional athlete, but also the amateurs, the grassroots, to have access to the sport. So we are very bullish about the market, and we will also do our share to further promote sports in India.
Well, absolutely, Harmanpreet. I'm not going to let you go without asking, are you also waiting for the India versus Pakistan match that the entire country is very, very excited to watch out for? What are your expectations from the World Cup 2023?
I think it's a great honor that, this year we are hosting the World Cup, and, definitely I'm going to support Men in Blue, and expectations will be same, definitely, whenever we go to play, we always want to win, and I'm wishing them luck and hope, they will come with the positive results, no matter, I feel, I also play sport. I know how much pressure is there, winning and losing part of the game, but, giving you 100% makes, I think giving you 100% is more important, and I'm sure they will give their 100%, and all the games are important, and I'm wishing them luck.
Well, thank you so much for your time, and we will look forward to speaking to you